We're going to talk about data lake zones. Now, the governance and access controls over data should be applicable based on its usage and consumer requirements, not as a universal decision made over all data as a single entity. Data zones within a data lake can act as separators of the data for different consumers, exercising different governance controls over each zone. So, data zones are not a physical barrier, but a logical one, with different folder structures and different data sets derived from the zone before them. So each zone will be accessed by a different consumer. So this layout enhances governance principles and provides clear delineation of lifecycle management, providing self-service capabilities and data transformation and management tasks. Service level agreements can be drawn across different zones to ensure data is relevant and available to consumers when they need it the most. Security and access controls can be implemented at each zone to keep the zones relevant and the data within protected from unauthorized access, whether it is deliberate or not. Now, the raw zone is the landing area for data from within the governance. Because data is still in its raw format, generally it is not ready for consumption. Usually, this means data will come at high velocity. So, the primary requirements for the raw zone are large amounts of storage throughput and high write speed availability. So all data sources should be captured, so this zone will generally be the largest consumer of space and have a lot of unusable or unused data. Now, due to the raw nature of the data, it will consist of all attributes and columns from all sources, so we'll need transformation efforts applied to remove unused information. And data in the raw zone should be immutable. It cannot be deleted or modified because it is source. It can be copied and transformed for the following zones. Now, the structured zone is the next step in the zoning process. So let's get into it. This is where data that has undergone the first stage of transformation is copied to. These transformations might be to remove unused fields or clean up system data that is not relevant. And this zone provides a basic structure to the data that provides some value over the contents of the raw zone. Data in the structured zone should be contained within a typed tables, bringing unstructured data from the raw zone into a structured or semi-structured state. Now, automation should be employed to copy data into the structured zone. This zone is where most data scientists will start their analysis, so it should be kept up to date and not require heavy manual manipulation to keep populated. Now, data in the curated zone is a setup further than the structured zone for data transformations and cleansing. Data in the curated zone implements a canonical data model to combine and consolidate data from multiple sources. Data warehouses may extract data from the curated zone, or the zone can act as a data warehouse itself. Integrity checks for referential integrity and missing data are run at this zone to ensure data consistency and reliability. Because data has already been accessed for quality, data in this zone is consumer ready. Data in the curated zone is subject to being combined from multiple sources, so the data catalog must be updated to reflect the sources and the net effect of the combination data for consumers to fully understand the implications. Now, the serving zone is where data is moved to a fully ingestible state. So it acts as a data access point for consumers, providing a public portal that consumers can access. This is where data restrictions and access policies are enforced, limiting the data sets published to the consumer. The portal acts as a data mart, publishing the data sets. It provides endpoint capabilities for the consumer to connect to. The data catalog publishes its details in an easily browsable interface, along with references and related data like the contact details for the data owner. The exploratory zone is used for data scientists to explore the data in various states and from multiple sources. So this zone acts as a testing area for trying out new models and analysis tools or methods without affecting production data or being constrained to data sets that have already undergone transformations that may remove relevant data. The exploratory zone should also allow the data scientists to add their own data for combinations and modeling for further analysis. The core purpose of the exploratory zone is for experimentation, so automated data refreshes and loose access controls should be promoted, but sensitive data should be removed from it as it enters